Mark, you're a new member of AHRMIO, our association. This is your first participation to the annual event. What's your general impression about this conference?
It's a real pleasure to be here, and it was a privilege to be one of the speakers at my first conference. It's a great opportunity for people in the same field to network, to talk to each other, and to get new ideas from each other and from the speakers. So far it's been wonderful.
Talking about new ideas, yesterday you talked to us in your presentation about an accountability framework for our senior leaders. Can you tell us a bit more about why it's so important in your organization to put that framework into place?
Although everyone thinks they know what the IMF does, oftentimes we have to reflect on where we're going. The world changes, we have to know how to change. And we need a structured way of doing that. In the past, we've just changed as the wind blows. And now with the accountability framework, it gives us a way to talk first to our member countries about what they want from us, then for management to reflect about how they want to change the organization, and then each arm of the organization can think about what its part is in that change and where they're going. It gets us away from the immediate short-term tasks to thinking a bit more long-term and to thinking a bit more about how we work together. It's not just about how each department does its job, but how we work together to do our job together.
This morning, in a total different topics, Dr. Pullman talked to us about how we were losing in productivity while multitasking. Well, multitasking is our day-to-day life in our organization. Do you think there's a cure to that, or it's a necessary evil?
I don't know if there's a cure. I think we have to be aware of the fact that we're multitasking and take measures to focus ourselves. He talked a lot about focus. I liked his idea that when we have a meeting, we go in and say, this is what our meeting is going to be about. Another thing I've started doing is I leave my cell phone in my office when I go to a meeting, so I don't have this buzz in my pocket that says, oh, there's something else going on out there that you have to pay attention to. And to set aside certain times during the day, during the week, during the month, where we get together as a group and reflect on what we've been doing. So I think more self-reflection is going to be important. Inevitably, we have to multitask. Inevitably, in the HR field, we have many things going on. But if we think carefully about what we're doing in the short, the medium, and the long term, that'll help us.
In a few hours from now, you're going to be on a plane back to the U.S. When reflecting on this conference, what is going to be your takeaway?
Again, whenever I go to one of these conferences, I'm reminded how we have common problems across these organizations. We face the same kinds of problems and constraints, and it's really useful for us to get together and talk about them, reflect on them, exchange ideas, socialize, sympathize, and leave recharged with some new thoughts in our minds.
Thank you for that, and welcome to the AHRMIO.
My pleasure.